on, everyone? So today we are going to talk about a topic of discussion that a lot of people in Baby Doge are curious about, and that is how can you make $1 million inside of Baby Doge? So we're going to talk about this today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's jump straight into it. So I'm going to do this video off the premise that we reach 7Z1 because everybody knows at our peak we've reached 8Z40 6400. Let's just say 65 because it was 6498. 2 more points until 6500. So 8Z6500 was our all-time high. And we're going to do this off of the premise, off the idea that we are going to reach 7Z1. So just to kind of make that disclaimer for everybody. And also, as you can see here, CoinGecko has increased the market cap or the circulating supply of Baby Doge, and they've done that. I guess because they haven't updated it through the dev wallet, as the dev wallet's been selling off a little bit. They probably haven't updated it since then. But just to kind of show you guys again that the math is mathin', we're gonna go ahead and take our market cap. 1, 2, 1151. As you can see, 195.8 cap. So at the all-time high, 865. So at our all-time high, we reached a $1.1 billion market cap, okay? Which is pretty impressive. But in order for us to get to 7Z1, this is what we have to reach right here. That would be a $1.7 billion market cap, okay? So in order for us to get to 7Z1, we have to get to 1.7 billion. At our all-time high, we got to 1.1 billion. I'm going to assume that we can reach 7Z1 in this cycle, even though we haven't. And even though prior history has showed that we have struggled to reach that high and that we've always came back to our bottoms. But the reason why I'm going to believe that we can reach 7Z1 is because, you know, this cycle is different. This is supposed to be a super cycle, right? That's what everyone's saying. This is supposed to be a way bigger cycle, and there is a lot more money circulating. And we do have Bitcoin ETFs. We have altcoin ETFs being created. We have all this stuff that is going to end up pushing money into the system and pushing money into all these other cryptos. A lot of altcoins and meme coins are supposed to benefit from this. So I'm assuming that Baby Doge can reach 7Z1. I hope it can for this bull cycle. So let's cross our fingers and hope that we do reach 7Z1. But if you wanted to make $1 million in Baby Doge, assuming you were selling at 7Z1 and you got in at 8Z1, how much money would you need? And I still believe we will pull back and hit 8Z1. So we're going to do this off of the premise that we're going to reach 8Z1 and that our all-time high for this time will be 7Z1, okay? So what we will end up doing here is coming up here and doing some math. So we're going to go ahead and take, let's say you had $1,000 at 8Z1. We already know what that would be. Before that'd be 1 trillion coins multiplied by let's say 7Z1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you have $1,000 in Baby Doge at 8Z1, you will not have $1 million at 7Z1. You will only have $10,000 at 7Z1. If you have 10,000 at 8Z1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and A, I told you we're gonna come right through this. We're gonna go right through it. 10 trillion. That would give you 10 trillion coins, $10,000 at 8Z1. Now you're doing better. Now let's multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Z or 7Z1. So that is 100K. So for those of you that can do math, I know you already see what the answer is. Okay. So what we are pretty much looking like at here is this. We are looking at 0.1234567 this is a 170 million market cap. Wrong thing right there. But what we are currently looking at is this 100K, and we are going to take that and divide it by 8Z1, which would give us 100 trillion, and then we're going to multiply it by 7Z1, which would then give us $1 million. So if you wanted $1 million in baby Doge, you would need $100,000. You would need to put 100K in there. Most people don't have that. There are some people with that, but most people don't have it. But yeah. And this is for 7Z1. And we can talk about 6Z1. But my thing with 6Z1 is you've seen where we've capped out every single bull market. But let's see what 6Z1 would do for us, right? 6Z1 for baby Doge would put us at a $17 billion market cap. I could tell you that right now. Okay, so now we know that at 6Z1, we're looking at a $17 billion market cap, right? So now let's go over here and take the calculator and say, hey, we'll put 1,000 at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 8, 7, 8 at 8Z1. Again, you'll get 1 trillion. Multiply that again by 0.1234567 minus 2 because that's 6Z1. So that'd be $100,000. So if you put in $1,000 at 8Z1, right, you get 1 trillion coins. And then your trillion coins multiplied by 6Z1 is 100,000. So that's $100,000. So what does this tell us? This tells us if you take 10,000 at 8Z1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8Z1, that gives you 10 trillion coins. So then if you multiply that by 6Z1, now what you're going to see is $1 million. So all in all, if you put in $1,000 or if you put in $10,000 at 8Z1, you will then have $1 million at 6Z1. Whereas if you put in 100,000 at 8Z1, then you will have only, let's say, $1 million at 7Z1. So we gotta get to 8Z1, but I don't believe that it will. Let me know in the comments if you guys do think that it will get to 8Z1. But yeah, so just to kind of recap here, if you want to make $1 million in baby Doge, you have two options. Your first option is to put in 100,000 at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8Z1, giving you 100 trillion coins multiplied by 7Z1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, giving you $1 million. So your first option is buying 100,000 at 8Z1, selling at 7Z1 and getting $1 million. And then your second option here is taking 10,000, buying it at 8Z1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then multiplying it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, which is 1 million. So your second option is to buy $10,000 worth of baby Doge at 8Z1 and then sell at 6Z1. And then that'll give you $1 million. So you only have two options. Personally, again, I'm leaning more towards the other option. I'm leaning more towards baby Doge getting the 7Z1. So, you know, it's still cool to turn 1,000 into 10,000. So if you could still do that, that would still be good. But you know, baby Doge, the charts have just showed us time and time again that we just can't really reach all the way up to something like 8Z1 right now, you know. But if we do, hey, I'll be surprised, and y'all prove me wrong. Everybody will prove me wrong if we do. So if we get the 8Z1, you know, prove me wrong, right? But if we don't, hey, that was, you know, expected. So I expect us to either do 7Z1 or below 7Z1 this cycle. But anyways, this is all I got for y'all today. Hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. And as always, I'll be back with another video.